Hello guys, welcome back, How's everybody doing? I hope you all had a great day. I had a great weekend, and I'm glad to be back recording. Hope you guys had a good weekend too. I'm here in the sugar farm room here, and I want to show you guys that I'm reading the comments and taking your advice, and I want to show you some of the changes I made. So, first things first, the biggest one is I changed the off switch. A lot of you guys called me on this one, and I want to thank you. It was a pretty poor design the way I had it. Not that it would have been that critical, but you can see it's different now. So what happens now is when the power is off, the next sugarcane that grows in the next bud update, the pistons extend, but they just kind of stay open or stay extended so that the sugarcane can't grow through. So it works good. So turning off now takes a while because you got to wait for a bud update on each row. Let's see how this one's doing over here. Oh, there we go. So they just got theirs. Another lost sugarcane. But I'm kind of happy with this one. And then when you turn it back on, they all retract and just go back to being normal bud powered. So it works great. Let's see, the stupid dirt blocks here. Those are gone, changed with sand. I don't know why I didn't put sand there. It's pretty nice now because you don't even really, it doesn't stand out or anything as you go down. So much happier with that. Let's see. Below, yeah, a lot of you guys, well, some of you said this one. A lot of you guys said to take this water stream out and put it underneath the two sandstone blocks down there and down there, and instead raise the hopper up, and you were saying that I would catch a lot more of the sugarcane. And you know what? I actually, before I even made this, I had tried that method in Creative, and it didn't make a difference. For whatever reason, I was still losing a lot of sugarcane on the edges and stuff. So that's why I decided to go with this design. It seemed, simpler with the water, and didn't seem to be making much of a difference. So I went with this one. And then the final one that a couple, I think, maybe one or two suggested, is to not actually have like hopper chains all underneath, but instead just have one minecart going back and forth with a hopper. And you know what? I admit that that is a better way of doing it. But a couple things. One, you know what? Whatever it is, I don't think well with minecarts. I very rarely use them in my devices or my inventions and stuff, and I'm just not crazy about them. I think the biggest factor is noise, but for whatever it is, I just don't like them that much. And the fact that hoppers are basically free for me at this point. So, yeah, the minecart would be better, but I'm gonna stick with what I got. And then finally, all the terraforming up above here is done. Finish that off. You know what? Let me go show you some of that now because I know a couple of you guys wanted to see that. So hold on. And we're out here on the back. Can you guys tell where the sugarcane farm is? Can you? Yeah, it's all right there. Yeah, it's actually right there. Yep, it's all kind of underneath all this stuff, but not bad. I enjoy trying to hide things in the earth. I enjoyed it on the trench, and I kind of like doing it here. And yeah, all this snow was once a very dense spruce forest, but it has all since been gone because I like me some spruce, in case you haven't noticed yet. All right, let's head back here, and oh wait, that's gonna let me right in my fire pit. Oh, okay, all right, not too bad, a little far. Now there was one thing last episode I was supposed to do, but for the life of me, I just can't remember what this is or what this will be. I'll hook it up in next episode maybe, is a charcoal factory, but I'll probably show you guys how I do my version next episode if I remember. If not, scream at me. Ooh, right. Charcoal factory. All right, that sounds good. Let's make that happen. Down here in our furnace room. There we go. Yeah, this guy's pretty cool. I like him. So the idea here is pretty simple. You put your logs in here, and out here is going to pop out all your charcoal to be, I can pick it up and put it over here, whatever I want. So the cool thing about this, though, is you never have to refuel it. As the furnace back there needs more fuel, it's just going to pull it automatically out of this charcoal chest. So it's pretty much a self-sufficient machine. So let's head back here. Alright, so I cleared out a little bit of space here. This is going to be a little bit tutorial-like, but it's quick enough. It won't really matter. So right here you got your double chest. This is where your charcoal is going to be. And you see a couple hoppers here. Right on top of both of those is your input chest where your logs go. Now this hopper right here I'm going to mention is totally unnecessary. I put it there just because it makes the front look better, not seeing that air gap so that it matches that one. But that one right there is totally optional, basically. Alright, so you got your hopper coming down from your logs right there. So go ahead and put your furnace right there. That's going to feed into the, this slot here for the items that are going to be cooked. Now come along the back here and shift click with a hopper helps. So that's going to be your fuel source right there from your charcoal. Let's see, now down here, go one block there, one block there. Put a torch back here, and this block right here does need to be a solid block, so if you're using half slabs or something for your floor inside, double up here and just make that a solid block. Yeah, so let's see, we need to do a block here, and how does this go? Alright, I'm going to have to cheat and take this guy out real quick, because I need to put double upward facing droppers right here. 1, 2. Alright, let me put my chest back and head back down there. Perfect. Okay, a couple more hoppers now. Oh wait, forgot to mention, gotta put a comparator right there facing yonder. Take a hopper, stick it into the back of that dropper, and another hopper into that one. So basically as items get cooked or smelted, they're going to come here, go there, and then go into this dropper here. And the way it works is every time one drops down, the comparator back there is going to get powered by this hopper here, which is going to turn this torch off. Excuse me, I'm getting a cold or something. I don't know, I'm starting to cough a lot today. It's not cool. So anyways, that torch is going to turn off and obviously unpower the block above it. So the item's going to come in and go into this dropper, and as the next item comes down again, it's going to flick this torch here, which is going to push it up one. And then the next one's going to come down. So every time one comes down through the system, it kind of cycles one more fuel source back up into the chest. Oh yeah, there's... let's see. Let me see if I can go do it from up top here. I probably can. Yeah, so this guy right here, you want to put in like... Nope. Am I doing that? Oh, that's the wrong one. You want this one right here. Yep. This guy here, you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, something that's not a fuel. Basically because you're going to have to fill this slot up with charcoal, and you don't want to have to fill up these extra 4 slots, so just put 4, dirt or cobble or something in that guy there. And it ate my chest. Hang on. Where are you? Well, I don't want you there. Who ate my chest? Hang on. Oh man, that was an ironic little twist of events. Yeah, some of you might have caught on faster than I did, but the chest is a fuel source, so it got sucked in here, which, itself wouldn't have been a problem, but I also accidentally dropped those cobble in that hopper instead, so it got cooked. I'm sitting here for like 2 minutes trying to figure out, like, where the heck did my chest go? Anyway, I got another one and replaced it. But we are done here. That's the whole little build for this little guy. Very handy little device. So, just another quick view here. These are 2 upward facing droppers, and above the torch needs to be a solid block. Everything else is pretty much as you see it. So let me head up here. I'm going to start filling this thing up now, and we're going to see how well it works. I think I've got like 10 or 12 chests full of, or not chests, what am I saying? 10 or 12 stacks of logs I'm going to put in here, and just get 1 charcoal in here to prime the system, and we're going to see how this thing starts working. And it looks like it's doing pretty good. I dumped in about, it was like 9 stacks of logs, and it's sucking those up really fast. I put 1 charcoal in here, which it happily ate, and let's check out how it's going back here. So right now, pretty much, yeah, like these, this hopper, and I think this one too. Yeah, this one's still filling up there. So logs are loaded up, and the charcoal is being made, and you'll see every time a wood cooks right now, pretty much you get a charcoal is automatically added to that count there. 9, there you go. And that's because the charcoal is made, it kicks around here, goes up the elevator into the output chest, but then the hopper behind there is still not filled up with charcoal, so it goes, hey, give me that. And it yoinks it down for the next thing to cook. So, pretty pleased with this. Maybe we'll check back later and see how it's looking. But I'm guessing there's gonna be a nice row of charcoal there. So consider this guy done. So since I got my paper farm set up here, I have been doing some trading with the boys in white here, the librarians. I'm really looking for that infinite paper trade. And I was making some progress, but then I quickly realized that, you know what, I just don't have the infrastructure I need to pull it off right now. And the primary reason, well, there's a couple, but the primary one is that book trade that keeps popping up and you have to keep making. And that requires a lot of leather, which, I mean, yeah. So you guys know I have that cow farm over there, and I use the term farm loosely. You know, it was a fun design, but it's just not going to produce at the volume I need. You know, I know that seems to be kind of a trend with some of my early builds. They were mostly experimental, try out fun things, and now I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I actually need something that's going to produce. So I have plans for a new cow farm, as much as I hate to bring it up. And instead of dwelling on the failed one, I want to really be optimistic about how cool the new one's going to be. Yeah! So that's the plan there. But now, as you know, as we start talking about a cow farm, well, there's this huge chain of dependencies that just kind of unfold in front of me. Now I think about it, it's like, okay, cow farm, great. Well, cows need wheat. I have no way of getting wheat right now except the, you know, just whatever manually farming up by the village or something there. So I need a good wheat farm. And, you know, I don't want to go with one of those huge sprawling ones where you dump water down this cascading mountainside and stuff. So I'm going to go with one of the automated ones, but those require tons of bone meal. And I don't have a skeleton farm yet. So I did find a skeleton farm, one so far, that's like way down by the trench. I shouldn't say way down, it's not that far. Just south of the trench is one. It's in the spawn chunks. And I think, so what we're going to focus on this episode and probably next is skeleton spawner for bone meal for a automatic, you know, wheat grower system doodad thing. And once we get the wheat, we're going to build the cow farm down there, actually. And the end product we're looking for there is a lot of meat, or a lot of beef and leather. And beef is obviously a great trade here as well. So, you know, I'm kind of looking forward for 2 bonuses there. And then, whoa, that was a weird little video glitch. Did you guys see that? Anyway. So this room here, you guys probably saw the Villager Trading Hall tutorial I did with Impulse, and I think, yeah, long story short, I am going to gut this room and switch it over to that design for multiple reasons that I really won't go into here, but this has definitely got its flaws. It's got the button flaw. I just found out that, I guess I am going to go into it, I just found out also that zombies can actually, like, I've seen a zombie get over here and just be like, hey buddy, what's up? Let me make sure this guy's going. Okay. They come over here and they're just like, you die, and they just one-shot him right into the hole, and I'm like, how did that just change in the recent AI or something? Like, what? How does that happen? It didn't happen before anyways, but I guess they can attack through these angles here or something. I don't know. So anyways, put all those reasons together, and I'm going to swap this room out. It'll be roughly the same size though. And then finally, you guys are probably curious what these dirt blocks here are for. Well, once I realized the zombies can kill the villagers, I needed to protect these 2 librarians because they're pretty special. So this one first here, this guy is, I got my sound off here too, by the way, just because of the this guy here in his first slot, gold ingot trade, that is a 0.2% chance, and it's, you know, obviously required to get to the paper trade. So that guy's got some huge potential to be our infinite paper trade guy. So I want to hold on to him until I get the resources. And then this guy over here is the man. So I was just coming over here to trade with him. I was like, oh, paper, sweet. We'll do some more emeralds. And I was like, wait, what? What's this? Huh? Oh, well, hello there. How nice of you to join us. Yes, I was so happy when I saw this. So I picked up 5 Silk Touch books from this guy, and we're keeping them around in case I want more, because I think I will want more. But that allows us to get the Silk Touch shears I've been grinding at the Enderman farm, failing on, so very happy about that. And so let's take care of that now. Let's get some Silk Touch shears. Maybe we'll use those soon. And let's get started on our plans there on our minor base to the south. Alright, Silk Touch books are right here. There's the 5 of them I bought. So let's snag one of those guys. Let's see. Make some shears. There we go. I added a anvil down over here in our little secret ninja enchanting center here. Let's see here. A little silk touch book, shears, and yeah, let's give it a name. Let's see. These will be called Tango's Manscapers. Dun, dun, dun. Excellent. There we go. I'm looking forward to putting those things to use on, on cobwebs, not on me. Okay, we are down here at the skeleton spawner now, and yeah, we're kind of like just south of the Iron Trench, just a little bit below ground, obviously, and kind of securing the area here. I think it's mostly safe now. I keep hearing spiders and stuff, though, so I'm going to go ahead and just wrap up this area a little bit more, and this is where we're going to be building the rest of this episode, and probably next episode, too. I got some plans for all the stuff I was talking about. Yeah, I've been kind of moving on around down here, gathering cobwebs. Love it. I don't know if I mentioned, I think I did a bunch of times, but the cobwebs, I'm going to try and do like a set of clouds in my air quadrant around the storage area. See how that works. It may just look dumb. I may have to toss the idea out the window eventually, but we're going to give it a shot. Alright, so what's going to happen here is I'm going to dig all this area out here. We're going to make the most basic of basic skeleton traps out of this spawner here, just to start getting some bones. Arrows wouldn't hurt either, although I really don't use arrows that much, in case you haven't noticed. But once we do that, then I'll start going over what some of my bigger plans are. I think I might try and get a silo hooked up today. We'll see how much time we have, so sit tight. And we've got some progress to show. There's your standard 8x8 skeleton farm here. Nothing too out of the ordinary. I got a light system up top so I can turn it on and off from down below, which is pretty much required these days, I consider. Down here you got your double water stream going into very hot lava blade. Let's see. So pretty standard up top here, but down below is where I did most of my work. So let's go check that out. I got a little access door here. So over here that's the lava blade I just showed you, and there's me falling. Hate trying to move around in redstone like this. There's the lava blade that's gonna take them down real quick, and their items are gonna go into these hoppers here. And what I got here is a couple of item sorters, same design I pretty much always use. They're gonna sort out the arrows and the bones. So I think arrows are gonna be on the left over here, and bones are gonna be on the right. And then right here, well, let me show you from down here. It's a little bit easier. So these are a couple silos, a little bit different design than I've used in the past, but same general principle. I'm going to have my arrows stored here, my bones stored here. I'll get labels and stuff like that, but these lights will fill from the bottom up, just like silos I've used in the past. And yeah, so this floor I'm on right here, this is going to be the floor of the room. Obviously, I got to redo it, and I'm probably not going to use stone or anything, but and then it's going to get much bigger. But the spawner is pretty much like right above me, so the idea for this room is I want to keep it just the right size where I can walk anywhere in here and have that spawner still be active, which shouldn't be a problem, I don't think, because I think I'm 9 blocks, something like that. I don't know. 9 blocks or so above, so still got plenty of room to spread out a little bit here. And yeah, so the idea is that, you know, like I said, arrows will go over here, bones will go here, and then right here somewhere, maybe, I'm still planning, I'm not sure, is going to be the wheat farm. And I'm looking at, Unhost has a really good one. He put a lot of the times and kind of iterated on his design a bunch to make it like super fast. So I'm probably going to go with his here, and the idea is, you know, I'll pick up my bones here, and probably be a little crafting table or something, craft them to bone meal, and then just dump them in some kind of device here that auto-populates the dispensers for the auto wheat farm. And then back here, maybe, I'm not really sure yet, is going to be all the cow breeding stuff, which I have a design I'm pretty excited to try out and see what it does. But yeah, then, you know, this whole room is basically turning a skeleton spawner into beef and leather in a very indirect way. So that's why I've kind of just kept everything down here, because, you know, I really don't need the wheat. You know, if I get a ton of it, I guess I may take some of it back and try and sell it to the villagers, because there's always a lot of wheat trades. Arrows I don't need so much. Bones maybe, but this will basically be a little kind of satellite base down here, I think. We'll see. Maybe it'll grow over time. To be determined. But I'm definitely excited about finishing this room, so I'm going to probably start tackling or doing the research at least on the wheat farm here. Frame rate hit there. And then start tackling the cow farm in the back. But actually, I think I'm going to wrap it up today, because right now it's 1:30 a.m. and I want to get this video out to you guys tomorrow. So I apologize, it's a little bit shorter, but tomorrow night I'll be diving right into the next episode, which will probably be this, but it may be, well, maybe something else that I'm a little excited about too. I may take a break from this and come back to this in 2 episodes or something, so we'll see. Alright, so I added the water and turned this thing on, and it seems to be working pretty good. Got my items coming, my bones coming down here. Got 27 arrows already. Ran through a couple little tasks for a minute or so, and it seems to be doing pretty good. I gotta change this whole area. I want to have like a nicer viewing area, but because sometimes they can like shoot arrows at me. Well, that's why I put these solid blocks here, but I haven't seen them shoot arrows at me since then, so maybe it's blocked now, but I really don't plan on coming up here that much, just for, you know, debugging the thing right now and seeing if it's working. But yeah, it seems to be doing pretty good. Yeah, I haven't gotten any, well, let's see if I've gotten any. Haven't gotten any of the extra goodies, like the bow or any of the armor or something that should go there, but that stuff's pretty rare, as we know. I think it's 1 in 40 is the rare drop chance, but I'm not sure. One of you guys probably know. But that's going to do it, guys. Again, sorry for the short episode, but I was actually thinking about it, and next episode I'm going to do something that I've been talking about doing forever, and if I do it well, it should be a really cool episode. I'm really excited to do it. And then probably right after that, I'm going to get back to this, because I'm still very excited to finish this off. This is obviously in a very crude, unfinished state still. And once I get this looking good and functioning good, it'll be a nice little secondary satellite base down here. And I'm actually going to add another portal, I think, so that I can go from my base and kind of skip down here real quick, and, you know, in like 5 seconds. So definitely interested in getting that set up, seeing how close I can get it to my other portal stuff up there. Should be interesting. I've also been playing a little bit of PvP with a friend of mine who's working on a new map. When he does finish it up and it's ready to go, I'm hoping I can release some episodes for PvP, just to change things up a little bit. But until then, guys, and until next episode, have a good one.